Hey everyone, Steve's Hobbies here. Wanted to talk about how I do my collecting for the players I like to PC. There are a lot of cards. This deals mostly with modern cards, but wanted to talk about just how I collect, what I look for. It's not to say that I don't collect other cards, but for the base PC I have, just what do I go at? And as the screen shows right here, what I go for is the gold parallels for the various players. This one is up to 2024 with Randy Arozarena. So far, I have his complete run in the process of obtaining his 25 gold parallel. But the thing I like about this is that typically you have the base card, then you have some generic color parallels from like Walgreens or Walmart, or like a base parallel blue. But the first kind of hint of rarity with a numbered parallel is the gold parallel. And it's just nice. It's one of the more affordable parallels. But if I go right here on the back, it's out of 2020, Randy Arozarena's rookie year. So it's a nice way to get some rarity as well as collect the player you love. With the vintage cards, I mean, it's pretty much you just have the cards. So it's, do you want to get a graded card? Do you want to get a raw card that looks really well? But for me, it's just collecting the gold parallel runs. So like I say right here, and Logan Gilbert, like this is another guy I collect. I think he's doing an awesome job with the Mariners. And if you look at this, just out of 2025. So what I do is I try to collect their rookie cards through the most current year. It's a little tough to do before, I want to say 2001, because 2001 I think is the first year where they had the numbered gold parallel card. But I mean, if you think about it, that's 24 years now of players. So it's a pretty good chunk of people, and you're at a point now where you now have Hall of Famers, David Ortiz, where most of his cards, outside of a couple from the late 90s, his entire career is in the gold parallel. So it's a lot of fun to do this and have some form of rarity. It's not to say that I don't collect rare cards. There are some out of 150s, some out of 50s, some out of 25s that I'll get of players, some out of 5s. I'm not quite willing to do a one of one, just because that kind of dedicates a lot of the pocketbook to one card. And I'm not, in terms of collecting, I'm not a huge dollar volume collector. And I won't drop a lot of money on a card. It's just not within my budget, and I don't really get the enjoyment. I'm not doing this to have a museum of rare cards. But what I am doing is trying to get a bunch of cards that I can sit there and enjoy, look at them, and just see the progression of the career. And just as you see right here, you can tell, like Randy Arozarena started with the Cardinals, got traded to the Rays, was at the Rays for a few years, and that makes, 2025, that's right. So in 2024, Randy got traded to the Mariners. So the 25 card is the Mariners. Because another good example is Luis Arias. If you look at his card run, you see where he transitions, and like there's a couple of seasons where he has his regular card and then an update card that reflects two different teams. So going from the Twins to I want to say, was it the Marlins, and now he's with San Diego. So there's a couple of years where he's got two cards a year, but it's nice to collect. But didn't want to talk too much outside of this. Just wanted to reflect my collecting style. Like I said, going after the gold runs. It's a very good alternative to getting some entry-level rarity while keeping your cost fairly low. And it's a way to enjoy the cards. So with that, I hope you guys have a good day. Hope everything's going well with everyone. Go Dodgers, go Mariners.